How's it going, everybody?
Hi, hi.
I'm Royal.
I'm Brandy.
We're Brick together.
This is Millennium Falcon.
This is the Millennium Falcon. And we have a very, very special guest tonight. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, guys. This is John or Kevin, whatever you'd rather call me. But yeah, I'm
Infamous Orange J.
the infamous Orange J,
Tiger
coming from a
the chat.
secure location in Virginia.
From a secure location. Thanks for joining us, John.
Yeah, man, no problem. Glad to do it. You bugged me so long, you wore me down.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you finally posted your first short video, and then you posted another one, and I was like, I'm gonna see if John wants to go live with us. Hey,
Yeah,
John, how's it going?
You snuck
Tiger
up on me
and
with this
MC.
one.
And we got Odelay. Great live stream, man. I'm sorry the book nook was not book nooking for you, Odelay. Those little ride sets he was doing were pretty cool, though. You saw those, didn't you, John?
Yeah, those are kind of neat. I think I saw one of those. Maybe it was like the police car, and didn't really pay attention to it. But yeah, those are kind of neat sets, and definitely look like something a kid could have a lot of fun and still play with.
Yeah. Well, and for $10, that's not a bad price tag for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Lego Therapy, we are MC. We're building the one that came out before the Dark Falcon. It's set number 75257.
Hey, Odelay.
What was your first Lego set?
Sheldon, what's up, man? J-Dubs. Hey, J-Dubs, what's up, man? We have the other John with us tonight, J-Dubs, if you have any questions for him. MC says the rides are so dope. So you were saying, I'm sorry, John, you were saying something about the police car one?
Oh, I had seen that one, but I didn't pay that much attention to it. But looking at Odelay building those and seeing different ones together, I was like, oh, these are kind of cool.
I like the little backhoe one that he was building tonight. That one looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked like a Bobcat with a tow truck hitch on the back.
Well, yeah, I guess if it was a backhoe, it would have had a little bucket on the back of it.
It had that hook, but yeah, that was pretty neat. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sheldon Cheeser in the chat right now. That's Brandy's cousin, and he bought the Dark Falcon and the Game Boy set during one of our streams.
So have you built those, Sheldon? Are you back so we can influence you on some more Lego? Did you build those two sets yet?
You said that this set and the Dark Falcon build wise are basically identical, right, John?
Yeah, they're identical. I think some of the interior stuff is a little different because it's set up more for the Empire kind of people. It looks, if I remember correctly, like some consoles and stuff. But
okay.
But the basic build of the whole thing is exact same thing.
Hey, Candy, welcome on in.
Welcome.
Oh, well, and then of course the minifigs. That's one of the only real big reasons that I would consider getting the Dark Falcon at this point is because we have two of the Falcons this size, but I'm like, do I really need another one? But I'm like, it does have some sweet minifigs with that one.
Probably buy the minifigs.
Yeah, because
I know you kind of, for you, the minifigs are more just, they complete the set, but you don't really care that much about the minifigs themselves, right?
No, but I have to say that's really the selling point of that set because, you can have a dozen Darth Vaders or a dozen 3POs, and they might have minor differences, but they're basically the same. So to get a white Vader, and
vacation.
These complete different characters is kind of unique.
Or like the dark Sith Jar Jar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a selling point.
Maverick, just smashing that like button. Thank you, Maverick. We appreciate you. Guys, if anyone wants to check out our friend John Powell's channel and subscribe to him and help him get to 50 subs so that he could start doing, if he ever felt like doing a live stream of his own, I'm sure he'd appreciate that, or maybe not.
So it's right in front of me, but not assembled. I've been working so much. That'll happen.
John?
I don't think so. You there, John?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
I was talking.
Yeah. No, I was just waiting. I didn't want to like cut in and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, you know me. I'm not really worried about live streaming. I mean, if I'm going to do it, it's probably just going to be popping in with you guys or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. You have just such an awesome collection. I'm glad you did finally start doing a couple videos here and there to showcase some of it. I know you've been breaking down a ton of sets. You said you're up to 50 sets you've broken down in the last several weeks.
Yeah, it's at least 50 Star Wars sets that I've broken down. I
Did you
lost
start
count.
on the big AT-AT yet, or
no? I was breaking down so much stuff that it got to a point. It's like, you know what? I need to take a little break. And so I was playing the Lego Lord of the Rings game, and I thought I was going to get back into
Lego
breaking down.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I finished the Batman. I played the Batman 2, and I finished it yesterday. It's got a glitch where you can't get 100% on it. So I'm at like 98.7% or something like that, but it's got a glitch in it that you can't finish it. But yeah, so that's well, I finished it yesterday. That's why I went ahead and built the upscale race car driver last night.
Yeah, that's a cool set. We got him coming with the Benny set.
I think that should be here tomorrow.
Yeah, and that'll be.
They're in Billings, but they're not.
We should have every upscaled fig at that point, and then, well, when the new Darth Vader comes out this summer, we'll probably end up picking him up. I know you were pretty excited. You were probably more excited about Benny than any other set that's come out recently, right?
Chat, if you have any questions for John, throw them in chat so we can ask them.
Oh, Sheldon, I for Freeze Blade, I sent you a friend request on Arc Raiders too, by the way. And Bunny Fortnite, welcome on in. How'd y'all do that? What's that, Bunny? Oh, Brickable World says Lego Batman 2 is fantastic, a great sequel to the first one. Oh, 10 likes.
You know what song?
Yeah, definitely a good game. Definitely a good game.
Little Bunny Foo Foo.
Little Bunny Foo Foo.
Yeah, I honestly, the upscale Benny figure is probably the only thing that I've seen from Lego coming out this year that I'm like, yeah, I gotta have that.
The Minas Tirith set, I think that one looks like they did a pretty awesome job on it. But once again, it's $650 price tags are a little hard to take. But
yeah,
and I'm the most reasonably priced thing that I've been excited about for a while.
She said that you added John, or they said.
Oh, there's a go live together feature, Bunny. Also, a lot of people that use like a third-party streaming service, like StreamYard, they can do live streams with like 5, 6, 8 people or more. But just using the YouTube app, you can go live together with one other person, and that's how we were able to add John to tonight's live stream, Bunny. But welcome in. Do you have any Fortnite Lego sets, Bunny? I'm sorry, what was I saying, John?
We have the supply llama.
Oh, you were just talking about like the Minas Tirith set stuff, and yeah, I'm actually impressed with that. They did a good job on that one. I just money wise, I'm not spending that kind of money anymore. I don't have it. I don't have it anymore. I'm broke, man.
Well, you've you've got a pretty awesome collection already. I mean, so the keeping up with the new stuff is cool as that would be. You still have, oh gosh, what you said, you have like 18 Lego modulars in your collection, don't you? Hey Jennifer,
I've
hey
got.
JDW, welcome in, guys.
I'm trying to remember what is it I've got. Because I think I've got like, is it like 12 of the Lego ones, and then I've got
Oh, 15
different
bucks.
different modulars from other people, other companies
Oh,
too.
okay.
And
Gotcha.
then I've got, but I've got a lot of stuff that I don't count as modulars too. I mean, I've got, well, like Avengers Tower, the Bugle, but you kind of put them together, but they're not modulars. And things like Home Alone, the Haunted House ride. Uh, I've got the was it Hocus Pocus. I've got three. I've got three different
Where
cabins.
it's a big building, but it's not necessarily
Yeah, I
one
don't.
of the
Yeah, I don't.
Lego modulars that they release every year.
Yeah, people put them in their cities, but I don't. When I'm counting my modulars, I don't count those.
Well, so you have like Avengers Tower or like Daily Bugle too, don't you?
Yeah, I've got both of those.
Gotcha.
Plus, I've got like the.
If you want to, Jack, welcome on in.
Brickable World says Minas Tirith looks good, but the White Tree of Gondor would have been a much better build. That would have been awesome.
That would have been a cool build that they
be
could have
awesome.
done for a smaller, like reasonably priced Lord of the Rings build.
Mhm.
But as far as what set, the home, was it the Home Alone house you were just talking about, or which one?
I've got that. Oh, I was going to say it's the Sanctum Sanctorum, which fits in with modulars perfect. But like I said, I don't count that as a modular. Even though they kind of fit in and stuff. So yeah, I've got a lot of the Lego modulars. Well, you and I recently were talking about that on the phone, and we were looking at them, and it turned out, I guess I don't have the first 8, I guess it is, that I don't have.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Only the book nook was burned in a mysterious fire. It just came back into my
Oh,
room.
no!
A smoldering heap of plastic.
John, the book nook had an accident.
Well, I told him when you saw the thing called a book nook, that was a hint right there. Don't buy that.
Well, 3,000 something pieces. That's an awful big book nook too.
Yeah, I don't know if that really falls into the book nook category.
It's looking really cool. I just know he's been frustrated with that thing more than a few times. Plants are made out of plants.
Lego sets are like girlfriends. You can never have enough of them.
I disagree. I think you can. Well, I think you could probably at some point
marry one.
You could have enough Lego sets, but you wouldn't convince yourself it was enough. But you can definitely have enough girlfriends.
Oh yeah,
and that's one, in my opinion.
John's like,
yeah. Anybody
John
that says
had more than one girlfriend back in the day, I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. You never want
to.
You never want to walk into a bar and turn the corner and 4 of them are standing there together.
Oh,
and they happen to you, John?
Yeah, in Germany,
yeah.
four at the same time. I turn the corner and walk.
It ain't what it looks like, and then they go, "Well, it ain't what it looks like to me, or it ain't what it looks like to her, because it's what it looks like to one of us."
Well, the bad thing was they all kind of knew each other, and yeah, they.
Hey, Dustin, welcome on in.
They had me on the spot, needless to say. But you know what happened? After a very short discussion, I walked off, picked up another girl, and left the place. So it worked out.
So what?
That was in my young and wild days, man.
Yeah.
Leave your wild oats in Canada.
Yeah, leave your wild oats in Virginia, in an undisclosed location in Virginia.
Yeah. that's one reason why I like being by myself now.
Less dangerous that way.
Oh
So
yeah.
what was it that first got you into Lego? Was it your son playing with Lego, or
Oh
was it
no.
when you saw the pamphlets at your time at the post office?
Yeah, I
What
used to.
really got you into it?
It's funny. I mean, I always kind of thought the Lego stuff was neat. You'd see it, but yeah, my last 5 years at the post office, I worked on a flat sorting machine, and you would prep the mail to run through the flat sorter, and the Lego catalogs would come through. So you'd flip through and look at all the Lego sets, and I'd be showing it to people I worked with. Like, look at this, and they're like, $400. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, but I said, if I had the money, I'd have it, you know, and, I've always been into architecture, structures, stuff like that interests me.
Hey, Jimmy.
So yeah. So when I retired, man, modulars, boom, boom, boom. And then of course, big
So,
Harry
yeah, I
Potter
mean, clearly,
fan.
like you like other stuff. Like you love Star Wars and other things. You love Harry Potter, but if you had to pick one
Theme.
Lego theme, you would say
Modulars.
modulars are your favorite theme,
Yeah,
or your
I'd
favorite
get
thing about Lego is the
I
modulars.
everything else would go and the modulars would stay. Yeah.
If you
No.
had to sacrifice everything in your collection and you would just keep the modulars and
Yeah.
sacrifice everything
So
else.
if we manage to get over to see John on this road trip, I think we can talk about. Wait, can we buy a big suitcase and just talk about some Lego?
Get him to autograph a set
Right?
and
You
start with one of
you
his backlog.
you might want to drive it with a U-Haul van.
Hey, that can be arranged.
The Bay King, what are we making? I love Legos. Please notice me. We are building the Millennium Falcon, the gray one that came out before the Dark Falcon. And our friend John Powell is joining us tonight. And we're just kind of talking to him about what he loves about Lego.
Thanks for stopping in, Sheldon. He's asked to go for a bit, but text me.
Oh, yeah,
guys are
thanks.
wanting to play sometime, both you and
Definitely. Yeah, I'd love to play with you and Odelay. That sounds like a lot of fun, Sheldon.
Yeah, John
John.
Walker.
Oh, okay. You saw the comment.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, John, the first 8 that they came out with, I don't have. I think I'm trying to remember. We were looking the other day,
It was
you and I
Green
together.
Grocer. I can't remember.
Yeah,
all of
those
them.
I don't have any of those. I've got I don't know, is the Palace Cinema the oldest one I have? I've got the
I
the
thought you
old
had one older than the Palace Cinema.
I've got the
More
pet
good
shop,
news.
the bookstore,
Parisian restaurant. You have Parisian restaurant, don't you?
Parisian restaurant, and I've got the 50s diner.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I'm
Oh, that's
thinking
awesome,
those are
Jennifer.
I think those are the oldest ones that I have.
Yeah, John Walker just said diner. That was
Yeah.
that was his next comment.
Yeah, those are the oldest ones.
Oh, Grand Emporium. You did not have the Grand Emporium.
No, I don't have the Grand Emporium.
I think that was the first one you were missing.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Hydro, welcome on in.
Yeah, I didn't retire until December of 21, and that's when I started buying the stuff. And so it was easy to get some of the more recently retired ones.
They hadn't gone just insane in price yet, so you picked some of those up.
And kind of what I did was
the Green Grocer already over $1,000 at that point?
Yeah, I believe so. Basically, what I did was anything.
Which one
that
did
was,
you? Oh, John Walker said he had the Grand Emporium last year and he sold it.
Yeah, I did a cutoff where anything that was like over $400, which a lot of them were already $600, $800, $1,200. I just was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Honestly, if I could go back and do it again, I would have bought them and not bought all this other new stuff that I bought.
you would have balled out and just bought those retired modulars that were more money and bought less Star Wars stuff.
Right. Because
But
that's the thing. I
you
was
were
like,
telling me, as much as a lot of people really love the big UCS AT-AT, well, and I'm sure J-Dubs has that same set. You said that really, like you said, you wouldn't try to move it from your house and take it to somebody if they wanted to
no,
buy it, because you said that thing falls apart pretty easy.
it's a piece of junk. It's the worst design
Oh,
they've
thank you
ever
so
made,
much,
or
Ducky.
the worst design that I've ever seen. It's the only Lego set that I actually regret buying
Really?
because because the design is horrible. Now I've heard people say the same thing about the UCS Falcon. I can't say because I don't have that one, but they say that was a horrible build too. Um, well, if you've ever watched Matt streaming,
I can't imagine spending $1,000 to $1,200 on a single Lego set. I mean, same here, Dustin. That's wrapping my mind around spending $650 on a set like Minas Tirith is really hard for me to justify.
You
But
want to give the giveaway spiel since we've got some newcomers in tonight?
yeah, me and John Walker are going to disagree on this one because the the way the body panels, the structure of the AT-AT is fine. Like people would complain about the legs. I'm like, the legs are fine. They're no big deal. The structure of it's fine, but they literally, the body panels and stuff hang on by Technic pins. Stuff doesn't fit tight.
John J-Dubs is saying he thinks it's pretty sturdy. He
Yeah,
said he's carried it around and he's moved it.
I'll sell him one. Um, and it's not just me. Like I said, if you've ever watched Matt streaming, it's
Oh,
like
he
you
got
touch.
really frustrated just building it, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he stopped for a long time, but then he was rearranging his stuff recently,
Hey, Philip.
and every time he looked at it, funny stuff just fell off of it. It's yeah. Like I said, worst set ever. I regret buying it, and I've never sold a Lego set, but I would sell that one in a heartbeat, man.
J-Dubs
In a
says the
heartbeat.
panels are meant to open. He said he's never had one fall off. Okay. Well,
Now
mixed reviews.
I'm not talking about panels that open. I'm talking about all these big side panels just literally hang on pins, and then like the panel up under the rear and stuff, that thing will just fall off. And yeah, you gotta grab it just a certain way. If you touch it funny or you look at it wrong, stuff will fall off of it. It just
Yeah.
and my main thing was that the way the panels and stuff are designed, none of it fits tight. It just, I don't know.
I've never
I'm
seen that one in person, so I'll reserve any opinion until I've actually
well,
seen it for myself. But
and
night
you know,
Jennifer, night Sunny, and welcome on in, Kelly.
I
But I
thought it
like
was
there's a lot of sets like that where I like the Death Star. I hated that thing so much, and then I saw it in person, and I'm like, okay, I still wouldn't pay $1,000 for it, but
yeah,
it's when you see it in person, it's a lot more impressive than like
yeah.
just seeing pictures of it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. The AT-AT, when you're standing
Yes,
across the
Stanley.
room, it
Welcome
looks
in.
beautiful. And it's an impressive looking from the outside. But like I said, to me, I thought it was a horrible design. Didn't enjoy when I started getting up to I was fine building it until it started getting up to all the body panels and things. And it was just
Joe,
annoying. And yeah, I just don't like the way it's built. It just to me, uh
the Jeff
yeah, I
Donner
just
joke. I did miss that. I must have missed that joke, Odelay. I'm sorry.
We're not ignoring
Was it
chat. We're just
actually made of 5
having
men?
to pick through it a little bit, guys.
Hit 5 guys. 8. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I did miss the joke, Odelay. Welcome in, Ramirez family.
yeah.
You saw the
Now
joke.
the smaller AT-AT, kind of the regular AT-AT.
Oh, on your
I
nightstand?
love that one. I thought that one was great.
We did the little gingerbread, and then we just built the one with Tommy. That has like the little snow speeder wrapping the cable around the
Yeah,
legs.
that new kind of micro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I liked that one. I thought that one was a great build.
yeah. Like I said, I've the regular one.
It's ultra
In fact, I've
fragile. If
got
you breathe them it wrong, pieces fall off.
yeah,
So J-Dubs,
I've
I
got
saw a
the
meme the other
regular
day
one.
where this guy's like dusting all of his Lego shelves, and then he finds like one random like gray Lego piece, and then he's looking at all these Star Wars sets. It's like, you ever have that happen and you're like, oh gosh, where did it come from? It's a UCS set, not a play set.
John Walker, I'm not like Royal. I don't sit there.
I knew you were
I don't
gonna
sit
say
there and flip things back and forth, back and forth, back and forth till it breaks. No,
that.
that's not me. I know the difference between a play set and a UCS set.
I
Like
don't.
I
I'm
said,
not so much up
it's
on the difference.
We've never built a UCS
I
set.
kind of feel like they're all play sets.
We've never
yeah,
built a UCS set, to be fair.
Or at least
yeah.
I'm going to play with all of them at least a certain amount before they become display sets.
Yeah, I've got plenty. I got plenty of UCS sets, and I have no complaints about them whatsoever. But except for the AT-AT,
Justin,
like I
a
said.
UCS set is the UCS stands for Ultimate Collector Series. And
Yeah,
apparently they only do UCS sets with Star Wars, correct, John?
Because it's a
yeah,
collector's edition for Harry Potter.
So like there's the big collector series Hogwarts Express, but it's not a UCS set, right? Even though it's the big
right,
$500 one.
right. It's just Lego has their own little terms, and they have their more the adult series sets, and they have different names for all that stuff. But yeah,
So
UCS is just
UCS
Star
is
Wars,
strictly, yeah, it's strictly
strictly
for
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars. Anything else, it might be like a collector series set, but the Ultimate Collector or UCS sets are Star Wars specific.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it annoys me when people start talking about, oh, yeah, you got Diagon Alley, the UCS Diagon. No, it's not a UCS set. I love Diagon Alley, but it's not a UCS set. That's Star Wars, man. Yeah,
We
that's
got
a
some
whole.
laughing emojis going in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Uh,
That's a Star Wars only thing. Yeah, exactly.
I was really confused about that for the longest time too, because I kept calling our Hogwarts Express. I'm like, well, yeah, it's the UCS one, and then people are like, no, it's not, and I'm like, well, yeah, it is. It looks pretty ultimate to me.
Yeah, it's comparative, but yeah, technically no. Yeah. But I do have a bunch of UCS sets. I've got the sail barge, which is my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said that the sail. Well, I thought you had said at one point that the Razor Crest was one of your favorite sets, but the sail
It
barge
is.
is like your all time favorite
The
UCS
sail
set.
barge is my favorite. But that's a lot to do with it because you got to remember I'm 60. I saw Star Wars when it was called Star Wars, not A New Hope, Star
Yeah,
Wars. And I saw it in the theater in 77. Okay. So those movies to me, I'm an originals, fan. So the ships from that, like a Millennium Falcon and things like that,
yeah.
those are the ones that are my favorite. So, the sail barge goes back to the original movies. So other people might not like it as much as me, but that's kind of a nostalgia thing on my part. But I think it's a great set too.
J-Dubs, are you talking about the older Big Slave one or the Django Fett one? Or I guess it probably doesn't matter. Those ones are probably constructed about the same, aren't they? Oh, J-Dub saw Return of the Jedi in theater. Oh man, that's awesome. I saw it in theater when they did the digitally remastered ones, but it would have been so much cooler to see them when they're brand new. They're not the same. Okay.
Yeah,
But
Return of the Jedi. I was a senior in high school, and I literally got out of school, ran out, jumped in my truck, drove to Charlottesville as fast as I could, got to the theater, got a ticket, went in. The place was packed, and I had to sit front row all the way the last seat on the right in the front row. And I'm like laid halfway down, staring straight up at it, and was smiling the whole time. Just worst seats you could possibly get, and still tickled pink to be there, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll never
Dustin,
forget that.
Dustin's also an original movies fan. He says, but honestly, as long as it doesn't have Kylo Ren in it, I like almost everything Star Wars. I love his question. Who is the worst Star Wars character, and why is it Kylo Ren? Yeah, I'm an original trilogy guy myself too. I don't mind episode 1, 2, and 3. They're fine. They're good, but yeah, the original trilogy to me, that's Star Wars through and
Well, I
through, and it
know
always will be.
a lot of people from my era hated the prequels. I like the
That's my
prequels.
dad. My dad can't stand the prequels.
Well, the only problem with the prequels was not the stories and stuff. It was the fact that George Lucas directed them,
My
and
dad had
he's
trouble
not a good
tracking like
director.
the fact that this was happening. It's still the same story. It's just earlier in the timeline. When I was
Right,
watching episode 1 with my dad and I was explaining like this is Darth Vader when he's a little kid, and like, when I was
right.
explaining everything to him and it was making sense to him, then he seemed like he was enjoying it a lot more.
Yeah,
My
I
favorite's
enjoyed the
Empire Strikes
movies.
Back. Return of the Jedi is my favorite, but
Yeah.
they're all three awesome.
The problem with George Lucas directing, and all the actors will tell you, his only direction is, okay, do it again, faster and more intense. That's all he could ever. He was never he wasn't he was great at building the world and having the ideas. I mean, the man's incredible, with what he came up with. As the actual director, he wasn't really good. And those movies could have used better directors. But I still like the movies because they are still part of the real story.
Yeah.
And
Workable
they lead
says
up to.
that's awesome, JP. He says I think Ray is the worst. The original trilogy is the best, but I love the prequels and still always will.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, 7, 8, 9 don't exist. Solo doesn't exist. The Acolyte
When they
doesn't
killed off
exist.
Han Solo, that's when I was like, okay, I think we're done here. For me, that
Well,
was when I was done with Star Wars.
I don't know. They did so much other horrible
Hey
stuff
Noah.
before that. I've always said the biggest mistake. Well, J.J. Abrams is the destroyer of franchises. But you know how rare it is to have actors from
Oh,
a series from 40 years ago, and you have them the opportunity to bring them back and have them in a story, and to totally waste them. You
yeah.
you didn't have Luke in there at all. They should have had the first movie should have been about them, and then you can lead other characters in. But I always tell people, J.J. Abrams is great at changing everything, creating a lot of questions of where is this going,
Yeah.
and
I
he
agree with
doesn't have a
I agree with
clue.
John Walker. I have a lot more appreciation for the prequels now that the sequels are a thing. I kind of
Oh
hated
yeah,
on the prequels, but now that
uh,
the sequels are out, I'm like, the prequels weren't so bad.
yeah. A lot of people have come back around.
It's
I
sad we
also
needed a
agree.
cartoon to fill in plot holes in the prequels, though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Rogue One is great.
I agree with him about Rogue One. And see, fortunately, Rogue One was made fairly early when Disney took over, and it really wasn't Disney people that made that. It wasn't the people running Star Wars stuff now. And that's why that movie did not change canon. It led perfectly up to A New Hope. And that movie is actually very good, tells a good story, was done very well. That's the only movie Disney has done that I say, okay, that's a Star Wars movie. Um, and I love it. I tell people, say, yeah, watch Rogue One. The rest of that, don't worry about.
Well,
Because
and
the rest,
Andor is the other one. Everybody said's really, really good too.
well, see, Andor is a prequel to Rogue One. Everyone liked Rogue One and those characters so much that they did basically a prequel, Andor, where you went back in time and you see how this guy became, that spy and that agent or whatever, and
Oh,
I
that's J
saw.
Dubs just said that. He said most of the new TV stuff is crap. Andor's the exception.
We've had a lot of new people in chat. Do you want to bring up the giveaway?
Oh yeah, guys. Sorry, just 1 second. Anybody that's new to the channel, we are going to be doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway for a $200 Lego gift card. So anybody, if you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe and hang out for live streams, as soon as we get to that goal, we will be doing a giveaway. I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to interrupt you again.
No, that's fine. You do your thing, man. No, I was going to say the other thing that I like on Star Wars is a lot of the animated stuff, like the Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars because, and some of it was kind of corny and campy or whatever, but it was
Do you
fun.
feel like the movies should have filled in those gaps, or do you think that it's a shame that they filled in some of the storyline gaps with the animated series, like
Well,
Jacob's saying?
yeah, the problem is when you're going from taking a little kid to the point of becoming Darth Vader and you only got 3 movies, it kind of doesn't give you a lot of time. You probably could have done 10 movies and done that story. So yeah, but Clone Wars did kind of fill in a lot of it, but it was fun. Clone Wars was really fun. I really liked Rebels. The animated series Rebels was really good, and I like Bad Batch. But Bad Batch, you almost kind of got to watch Clone Wars and get more about the different troopers and stuff. But I like those series, and then Disney does what Disney does, and they took the cast from Rebels and they took Ahsoka, which was from Clone Wars, and they did live action and ruined them because there's those
Hey,
characters that
J-Dubs.
live action
Thanks for
characters.
hanging out.
None of those are the ones you fell in love with from the animated series. Yeah, I can't even do it, man. It's just horrible.
Dustin says the worst part of the prequel era is since I watched the original trilogy first, everyone in the Senate and Jedi seem stupid for not realizing Palpatine is the villain. I kind of like Solo. At least it's better than the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I just saw someone talking about that, about how the Jedi's hubris was so bad that they didn't think that someone could, become a Sith Lord and come in there and take over, and it was happening right under their nose. And that was actually a lot of Yoda's failure.
Purple Girl says Luke senses the dark side in his own nephew and tries to kill him in his sleep. Dustin thought Rogue One was before Disney.
No, it was very early with Disney. Before Disney decided to totally trash the whole thing.
John Walker,
good night, buddy.
Most of the new TV stuff is crap. Andor is an exception.
I had read that one.
Dustin, I like all the TV show stuff. Everyone who hasn't hit those like and subscribe buttons because you don't have Kylo Ren fans will win.
Vintage Tear. Well, come on in, guys. We are doing set 75257, the gray version before the Dark Falcon, guys.
Hi, Vintage Tear.
Great to have you guys in. Thank you so much, Tear Time.
We are in the middle of Ahsoka. I don't know that we've ever finished it.
No, we did drop off because, Fallout came out. So, yeah.
Well, my problem with Ahsoka is the show might be fine, but that's not Ahsoka. That's not Ahsoka. If you watch the Clone Wars and the character and stuff, it's just not her. They ruined Ahsoka and the Rebels when they made them live action. It's a totally different thing.
Is that you?
And I like what people don't understand that just because they're voice actors, they're still actors and they still create these characters. And the live action, none of those are the real people from the animated series. And
Did
it's
you?
just
Oh, sorry.
completely different. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask. Speaking of voice actors, one of my favorite voice actors, is it Nathan Fillion? Is that his
Nathan
name? The
Fillion,
guy he
yeah.
was from Firefly.
Firefly, yep.
Did you liked Firefly?
Oh yeah, I love Firefly, man. That was a very good show.
I wish they
He
would
also had that
do.
TV
I
show,
wish
The
they would do
Rookie.
a Serenity Lego set. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. He's got that show, The Rookie, right now. And he did I keep telling you about the show Modern Family. He did some episodes on there where he was like the local weatherman. And that guy that's got the perfect hair and everything, and he just very funny. He did a really good job. And the one girl, Haley, the one that's the pretty girl, right? She wound up dating him, even though he was a lot older. And he was on there for several episodes and was very good. But yeah, I like him. But Firefly was a great show.
Dustin says, especially if you watch the shows in place of that take place in the prequel area, there are so many clues that pointed to Palpatine being the villain. It's crazy. Odelay
Yeah,
says
well,
Nathan
and that
Fillion is Canadian, by the way.
Oh, really?
and that's what I say. That was the failure
Thank you,
of
Nathan Fillion, for being Canadian.
that was the failure of the Jedi's and their hubris, where they didn't think there was any way. They, where you think you're so right that they let it slip right in, and which that's why the whole the Jedi failed and stuff, which is all part of that storyline.
Of course, Ahsoka is completely different. She left the Jedi and witnessed the fall of Anakin and has turned to Darth Vader.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that happened in the Clone Wars and stuff, but what I'm saying is it's not the same characters. Her and the characters from Rebels, it's not the same characters from the animated series. It's taking their names and doing something different with them. They should have left it in the animated series.
Mac, welcome in. Sorry, I just
Mac?
came in hoping you're both having a beautiful and awesome day or night. We are having a good night. It is Friday night. I'm glad to be off work for the week. We were supposed to get snow today. I'm disappointed we didn't.
We got a little rain today. It was cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, no snow.
Yeah. Yeah, like I
guess
said, that
the
all
mountains
happened
at
with
least got
Ahsoka
some
in the
snow
animated
today.
series.
What's that about the Ahsoka animated series?
Oh no, it's just Dustin was saying that it's completely different because she left the Jedi and witnessed the fall of Anakin. I said, yeah, that was all in the animated series. That all happened then. Um, my thing is with the live action, it's just that it's not the same character. I mean, I know it's obviously going to be different storyline because it's added on later or whatever, but yeah, it's not the same characters. And I guess I don't know, I saw Ahsoka from day one when she first popped in, and everybody hated her. Oh my God, they hated her character so bad. And I liked her from the start. And so after watching for years of them doing, well, what they do, 7 seasons, and watching it for years, I really liked the characters. So when they go and they did the live action and they changed it, it just wasn't it's not the same characters.
Mm.
And it just ruined it for me.
Dustin says, even if Palpatine was a Sith, get out of their screen. He's still creepy. He needs to be on some kind of watch list.
Yeah. Palpatine was a slick, dirty thing, man. Yeah, no doubt.
Slick, dirty thing.
He really was. He did that. He
Definitely
played the
gave
long
off
game, and
hardcore creeper vibes.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
gonna get shanghaied for this, but I've only seen the movies once. He's the
The guy that kind of um
the senator.
yeah, he manipulates Padme into starting getting declaring a vote of no confidence in the current senator and getting him removed so that Palpatine can get in there because
Yeah,
they needed help with Naboo and she didn't have time to wait for them to discuss it in a committee. So then Chancellor Valorum, that was the guy's name, right?
Chancellor
She votes
Valorum.
a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum. And then,
Yeah.
hey, Sarah.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to say
he
that
played.
Ahsoka's coming into her story years after the animated show. I mean, she was basically a kid when we last seen her. What was she in her teens?
But yeah, that's how he kind of like persuades her, or I guess not persuades. Yeah,
Yeah, actually,
influences her into getting.
if you watch Rebels, Ahsoka shows up in Rebels, and she's much older and much wiser. Like I said, all that stuff had already happened before they ever did the live series. Yeah, she was already grown up in Rebels.
Hydra, we do have the Hogwarts castle. So we do have the main Hogwarts sectional castle back here. What do you call it?
The
Hogwarts.
Oh, the big minifig scale.
Yeah, and then we do have the micro scale little castle over here, and then we do have the 6,000 piece mini scale.
That one's micro scale.
Micro scale. Well. We haven't gotten to build that one yet because we just don't have the space for it. But we're hoping if we can buy a house this year, we'll be able to build some of those epic sets and kind of round out some of our collection with these big sets we've been excited about.
Did I tell you we went and looked at a house today, John?
We do not have Tuxedo Cat.
No, I didn't. You did get to go look at the house?
Yeah, we went and looked at a place today. It was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath with a garage.
Nice house.
A little attic space that we could probably store tons of Lego.
It's pretty well set up for us, but it's got some work that would need.
It would need some new windows, some siding, some love. There's a few things that would need.
Well, yeah.
I know.
A lot of times that kind of stuff plays into your favor.
Well,
as far as getting that price,
we're unable to do a lot of that work.
So she's gonna talk to them and see if they would take a specific offer and if they would even play ball with us, and then see if they say yes based on what needs to be fixed, then we might proceed in trying to make negotiation work on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of times that kind of stuff can play into your favor, where when you walk into a house that everything is perfect, people don't want to come down. They're like, no, don't want to come down on it. So,
we do have the tree house as well. It was one of our favorite builds.
Oh, the tree house was a really good build.
Oldboy says I'm living in the attic of the house without your knowledge.
You have the tree house, but yours is still new in box, right, John?
There is a decent yard that could be for Rudy. We would need a new fence in the area of it, but
he would have a pretty
good sized yard for him and some grass up there for him.
Yeah, I've got the treehouse set still in the box. Like I said, it's just limited amount of space. I've got so many sets still in the box that I just don't have a place for.
Yeah.
And so many of them like that just don't go with the modulars.
Jessica, welcome in. Gemini hates me. Oh, AI. The Samsung Gemini. I've used that very sparingly.
Yeah, if I had like one, so many people have the full basement layouts where they got the whole giant city. My original idea with the treehouse was that there are multiple kinds of treehouse sets, and then you got the cabins, and then you got like the city sets with the campers and things. And I was like, oh, you could set up like a whole
Like a
campground.
KOA campground kind of.
Right, exactly. And here you can stay in your camper or in the cabins, or we even got these neat tree houses that you can stay in. And that was kind of my thinking on that. I should have been thinking about the fact that I didn't have a place to lay all that out. You know?
when you bought the stuff.
Yeah,
No, you
that
think
thought,
about that. You're like, that's a problem
yeah,
for a later day.
yeah, that thought didn't run through my mind, you know. Of course, Parker was younger and I didn't know that he'd be staying here, you know. So it was kind of like, well, I've got room where I could empty stuff out and like upstairs. I could take my whole upstairs and turn it into a giant city. But you know, Parker lives here and he's got the upstairs now, and then he's got this room down here where he's got all his computer and gaming stuff set up. So yeah, so that didn't work out like that. But yeah, I'd rather have him here than have my Lego stuff set
For
up. So
sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jessica, you could try Chat GPT and see if that does you any better. Rudy needs Aaron to go potty in between biscuits and Rudy biscuit time. Churro is streaming. Woohoo.
Yeah, Dustin, you're right about the basement thing.
How about R2D2? We do have one of the R2D2.
We have the bigger R2 set, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't scale quite as well with the smaller one.
Yeah, Jessica's got my logo, man.
Oh,
She's using my big J. Yeah, Dustin says he doesn't get the basement. He doesn't like crawl spaces. I'm with him. I don't
yeah.
blame him.
No,
Man.
I'm not into crawl spaces either.
There's a lot of I was just joking, Jessica. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in them creepy crawly crawl spaces. When they called it a crawl space, they weren't talking about you crawling. They were talking about all the other stuff crawling around down there.
Demi, welcome in. Yeah, we do. Oh, Odelay got rid of a few comments. Thank you, Odelay. Thank you for being on top of stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
So Android. Brandy's all about the Sam. Or well, no, you are Samsung.
Yeah, Samsung, but it's also uses Android.
I was gonna say.
So it's not really a moot point. But
Yep, I'm Samsung too. In fact, what is mine? I think what is mine? The S25 is my new one. Yeah, but I like my Samsung stuff.
yeah, I've got I think the S25 as well. I'd have. What do I have?
I went from an S8.
Sound like royal.
Well, I keep them. This is only third smartphone I've ever had. I had the S3 for, gosh, I don't know, 8 years or 10 years and it got to where it wouldn't even like update and stuff anymore. And I got the 8 when it was brand new. And I had that for at least 8 years. And it started getting a little janky. And it just so happened I went and changed over my phone and my internet because I had oh my gosh, I had Comcast, Xfinity for almost 20 years in this house. And I switched over and I got the T fiber. I've got, man, if they ever get that in, get T fiber, dude.
They don't have it here, otherwise
yeah.
We have fiber, but we won't let them into Cherry Creek to do anything.
You literally could run 10 live streams off of your Wi-Fi with no problem.
Steve.
Hydro, are you saying Seinfeld? Because no, we don't.
I've had my phone for 5 years. I like to own mine. I like to try to get some life out of mine too.
It's okay, Tiger. You're sick. You should probably get some sleep.
We don't have the
better.
Seinfeld set, Hydra.
It is
Oh, sorry. You don't. You don't. You have the Big Bang Theory. You don't have the Seinfeld set, do you, John?
The Seinfeld?
Yeah, that
No,
wasn't
no,
one. You're
no.
kind of same boat as me. You like Kramer, but you weren't really much of a fan of the.
Yeah, dumbest show ever on TV, man.
You
Yeah,
do not
no.
have the Eiffel Tower.
Seinfeld was so overrated, man.
What's your
That's one of
favorite
them shows
color or
everybody
movie?
go,
Your
oh yeah,
favorite
I love
hobby?
Seinfeld. They got to jump on the bandwagon. I'm like, no. I've seen plenty of it.
I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of iPhones either, Dustin.
I love my
exactly.
iPhone.
We're in that cross love because I'm a Samsung girl and he's an iPhone guy, and so we're on.
What's the deal with cell phones?
What's the
Jeez.
deal with sandwiches anyway?
Yeah.
Why is bread square but bologna is round?
Yeah. What's the deal with these
I have the two
morons on the
friends.
show?
I have the apartments, and then I have the Central Perk friend sets. But neither one of us really enjoys Seinfeld, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
I've got
Big Bang Theory though, just for the minifigs.
I've got the Big Bang Theory set that Parker bought
We
me
didn't get the Willy Wonka
two
set either,
Christmases
but I
ago.
wouldn't mind getting that one. You got it for your birthday? Nice.
And then I got the Central Perk set from Friends, and then I
We
got
have
the
and the
apartments from
apartments.
Friends. Yeah, I love those sets.
I've actually
Those
got them. I've been thinking about building them, but I might build Central Perk one of these days just because it's smaller. But I do want to build one of them soon. The apartments are just so much space right now.
Yeah, they take up a whole shelf by themselves. They're actually on the shelf in my living room. They're like they're kind of my pride and joy, that I have in there. Well, my son got me the Big Bang Theory set, and I love that show so much. But I enjoyed the Friend sets that I'm like, yeah, I love these. These are great, and I watch that all the time too. So I've got them all in the living room.
She wasn't Kendra girl. She said she were album.
I thought that the chocolate fountain in the Willy Wonka set was done pretty well. That looked like it would have been kind of a cool element to build in that set. You know what I'm talking about, John?
Yeah, it just it wasn't something that appealed to me because, and not that it wasn't a good version of, from the movie, but the problem is that set in the movie was just so janky, jacked up, packed full of stuff. It just, I don't know, just not something that appealed to me. And I loved the old original movie, but yeah, that just wasn't something that appealed to me. Also the fact of, like I said, limited amount of space and.
Thank you, Odalie. Yeah, we do have the Hogwarts train, Hydra. Hey, Tina says. What's up, Tina?
Hey, Tina.
Is this your way of telling us you stole a flamingo, Odalie? Oh, JDW said that YouTube glitched out and said that the stream ended for a second.
Oh, nice, Odalie. You stole a flamingo. Tina.
Do you like the river ROS? What's the river ROS?
Runs through it? No.
I
don't know. Rudy dog.
You've got several other big sets in your backlog. You've got Rivendell that you never built either, right? Or did you build Rivendell?
Nah, Rivendell is Actually, if you notice in that last little video that I did where I was kind of showing the empty spaces I'm making and talking about moving stuff around, you'll see the AT-AT sitting on that shelf, and just below it, you can see the Rivendell set still in the box sitting there. It's one of them things, if you really look, you can tell it's the Rivendell set, but you'd kind of overlook it. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff like that. Rivendell, the D&D set. I've got 2 of the Lion Knight Castle sets. What's that? Is it like El Dorado set or something? That
Hey,
I've had that
Iris, how are
set
you
with.
doing? Great to have you here.
Plus,
And
I've
British
got that.
Nanny, welcome on in, and Kathy. River Road.
Yeah, what's that? What's the Arctic ship that y'all were talking about?
The Endurance.
The Endurance. I've got the Endurance.
We've got that one in our backlog and haven't built it yet either.
I wanted to, but he took the pirate pub.
Yeah, that one was gonna go where the pirate pub is, but
I've got the Orient Express. Yeah, still got the Orient Express in box. I've got the UCS Luke's Speeder. I've still got that in the box.
Oh, you never built that one either.
Nah, never built it, and it was stashed away. I just found that the other day. And I've got things like, I've got some other big stuff I've got like the Mario, the original Nintendo game system with the TV. That's still new in box. I've got the Atari.
The TV has like a scrolling screen on that one, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I've got the Atari set up. I still got that new in box. And
you actually built the Pac-Man arcade machine, didn't you?
Yeah, Pac-Man, that's a great set. I love that set. That's one of the neatest ones.
I kicked myself because that one was on just an insane sale at Target, and I passed on it. And then I was like, man, I should have picked up that set, and I went back and it was gone.
Yeah.
And then now it's retired and it's
I've still got the Lighthouse set. That's still new in box. Yeah.
Those turkey.
Not to mention about 10 modulars still new in box.
Were you missing something? What was it?
Technic pin.
Oh, sorry.
Why are you pointing?
No, I might have missed it when we were taking the set apart.
No, it could be in another bag, and I might have missed it. You never know.
So you were kind of did you say you were kind of surprised how much space you can save when you break down your sets and bag them all up? Like you said you took like your 50 sets and compressed them to what? Like would you say you have them in one little storage tote now, or
no, I've got them in boxes in the living room stacked up right now, but it's only 50 sets are combined down to about 5-foot high stack of boxes, and some of them are, smaller boxes. Believe it or not, I use the, some of the, Lumi bricks and Insoon set boxes because they got that, they're a heavy duty box, and they're because they come packed. They don't put a giant box like Lego that's half full. They pack everything in there, so the box is real sturdy. And I've been using them to pack away. That way I can fill them up and they stack real good and everything. But yeah, it's amazing how much you can, when you bag them back up and pack them in there, you can definitely cut out a lot of space being taken up.
well, yeah, we have a couple storage totes down below where we stream here, and yeah, we've got a ton of sets in there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
With them.
Well, like I said, Lego.
my Lego minifigure torso. Well, if it's your Lego, you can do whatever you want with it, JDW. Our friend Foggy
Jazz.
Moggy, he does these fiber optic light kits. He drilled so many holes in the brand new Death Star when he built it to run his little fiber optic wires. I was like cringing every time he drilled another hole in the Death Star, but he was like, "It's good, it's good."
Hey, Jazz. Hey, Ink Boy.
Yeah, hey Jazz, Ink Boy, welcome on in, guys. Do you watch Foggy Moggy at all, John?
He's usually probably asleep by the time they're.
No, I don't. I've heard of him, but no, I don't.
Probably like
had.
4 in the morning our time, so it'd be like 6 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just starting to sleep good then.
That's what I said. He's in his REM cycle by then.
Yeah, you know me. I'm going to sleep at 4 to 5 a.m. So
biscuits he deserved but didn't get. Lego
yeah, that's
Kingdom sets.
He was just letting us know we were late.
Oh, Lego Kingdom Hearts sets. Kingdom Hearts is a video game, isn't it? Or was that an anime show?
I don't know. I've heard the name. I don't know what it is.
One Piece is one of those shows where I absolutely don't think you would like the anime version of One Piece at all, but you might kind of like the live action version. The live action version was a lot of fun. It's like a big pirate adventure, like who will be streaming starting at 6 a.m. next week? Kathy? Oh, Foggy Moggy. Okay. But that's 6 a.m. your time. So that for Kathy, that's 4 our time still, right?
No, I think she's in a different time zone.
Well, Kathy's saying that he's starting at 6 a.m., but that's 6 a.m. for her.
Yeah.
So that's 4 for us,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Those are Odelay biscuits.
Still there, John? John?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
He just got so quiet.
Well, he's letting me catch up on.
Oh, I know,
for a
but
second.
gotta hear you breathe or something over there.
Well, plus I'm
Kingdom
moving
Hearts is a
around.
game
I was
series.
moving around, so I cut the mic off too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Doug Van Winkle, welcome on in. Hello from Dayton, Ohio. I'm back. Well, thank you for tuning in, Doug. Oh, you need out now, don't you, puppy?
Well,
He's like, well, yeah, I just got my biscuit.
Yeah, Rudy's like, come on, dude, you know the routine here.
These dogs all
Streaming,
trained so well.
yeah, streaming biscuit outside. What's hard about this, buddy?
We're doing all right, Doug. How are you? Oh, it's because we move forward. Oh yeah, is that when is daylight savings? When do we have to move the clocks?
like Saturday night.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday morning. More daylight.
We'll either cancel it or ruin it before it gets to season 3. You think so, Dustin? Oh, I'm hoping that it'll stay good at least until season 3 or 4. Midway through season 3. Come on, let's keep our fingers crossed, Dustin. Well, my wife got.
What are you talking about? That One Piece show?
He's Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I've never.
Lucky you, Rooster.
I've never seen it, but you know me. I've said it enough that basically I have no interest in anything new coming out. I watch my old stuff over and over again, and I don't know. My attention span is just too short to be watching new stuff. Although I do need to check out the new Scrubs.
Yeah, I want to watch the new Scrubs as well. 30 likes. Let's go, guys.
I didn't
Add
watch
another
any of the old
minifig up on
Scrubs,
that.
so I don't know that I'll watch it.
I liked the old Scrubs. It was a fun show.
Yeah, because it was a good ensemble of people, which made the show fun. You know.
JD and Turk, yeah.
Yeah, that silly comedy, you know. A lot of times women don't like that. They're like, this is stupid. It's like, yeah, that's the point.
I have a couple shows
That's the
that I like
point,
that
man.
Brandy can't stand.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't mind some stupid humor, but I just never got into Scrubs. Which is funny. I like my medical shows.
Thank you guys all for the
Yeah,
likes.
but like I said, it's not just you. It is it's very common with women.
Thank you, Doug.
To not like shows like that or certain people like that because they always go, "Oh, he's stupid" or "That's stupid." It's like, yeah, that's the bit. That's the whole
He's supposed
thing.
to be. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Kathy wants to know how we're all doing, John.
I'm doing good, Kathy. Glad Kathy's here with us. She stays on top of everything.
Yeah. Sometimes I swear I'd like, oh man. She's like, did you remember to plug your phone in?
There was that one time.
There was one time I'm like, oh, I didn't remember to plug my phone in.
I know. I was watching. She's yep.
Kathy's
Yep. Kathy's on top of it.
Going to Ninjago bed in 10. Oh, thank you for tuning in, Odele. I love those little ride sets you built, man. I think I'm finally convinced I might have to pick one up. John got the little, oh gosh, what was it? I keep wanting to call it Hellraiser. The little motorcycle set.
I got the little Spider-Man Ghost Rider motorcycle.
There we go.
I was looking at that set the other day and I was like, Roy would love that minifig. And then I show up at home and it's sitting on my table.
I liked the minifig, but John was telling me he'll build the Panacea motorcycle restaurant, and he said that the motorcycles were terrible in that set. So that's
horrible.
Why he got it, is because he wants to replace.
Well, it was just funny because I saw that one. I was like, Roy's gonna want that minifig. And then I showed up at home and it was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. I'm buying it. It's got minifigs in it, and you know I could care less about minifigs. But it's like, no, it's got two cool minifigs in it, but
Cardboard
I want the motorcycle.
We've got a lot of new folks tonight. Thank you all for stopping in.
Thanks, everybody.
We are doing a giveaway though. 2,000 subscribers. We're going to give a $200 Lego e-card to the lucky winner in live stream following reaching that 2,000 threshold. So like and subscribe and join us that live stream, and maybe you can win some money.
$200. I figured somebody could get something pretty decent with a $200 Lego gift card.
Yeah.
I think I know what's going on tonight. The word is out that you had a special guest.
And I don't think Odele had any idea who the special guest was.
No, I was laughing my butt off. Odele was guessing all these different names, and I said, I'm not saying a word, because if I say something, then he'll know it's me. But I'm thinking to myself, he will never guess who's going to be on tonight.
John would make some cheeky comment, and Odele would have been like, uh-huh.
Yeah, guys, also, if you want, go check out our friend John Powell that we're streaming with tonight. He's kind of new to making content and videos. He's just got a couple shorts on his channel, but he's got just an amazing collection, and he's gonna be sharing little bits of that with us periodically, guys.
Yeah, you know now you've started a terrible thing tonight.
I know, I'm creating a monster. Don't feed him after midnight. Don't get him wet.
It's like, my God, what have we done? No, see now.
You're just not gonna know what to do.
He's gonna be doing collabs with Brick Therapy before you know it.
Yeah.
Jedi Brickman.
No, actually, I could really see you and Jedi Brickman doing a collab together.
I was going to say, now you and I got to do the show where we just sit and talk Lego. We got to do the show where we just sit and talk Lego.
We might have to get Jedi Brickman to host that stream, because then he could bring up, like, if we wanted to look at all like the new Bricklink design program sets or something like that,
Oh yeah.
Jedi Brickman's able to act. He's tech savvy enough to pull all that off. Hey, Robbie, welcome
Yeah.
on in. How are you doing tonight? Oh, we're at 34 likes. Wow, guys, thank you all so much. No, I know Jedi Brickman he's pretty tech savvy with all of that stuff.
Yeah, he just got the Streamlabs software, and he was liking it so much better than the OSB. But he even said, "Yeah, I'm discovering, more and more every time of stuff that you can do with it and all."
Doug, we are not doing any games tonight. Sorry. Any of you guys know Moments of Magic? Ink Boy, our friend Autistic Colored Tiger, and Odelay are both they're both fans of Moments of
I
Magic.
watched him, I think.
I subscribed to him recently, but I've only watched his channel once or twice.
Yeah, Dustin,
we're doing okay,
the ladies of
Robbie.
Lego.
What's that, John?
Oh, Dustin said, "Yeah, a Lego podcast featuring Royal John and the ladies of Lego."
The ladies of Lego.
The ladies of Lego. That actually sounds good. With your
You
host
and Breezy
tonight.
and Kim should almost just start your own, like, monthly, just podcast
That'd be so
type
fun, but
stream. Kim can do it.
Kim goes
Kim
to
can
bed
host.
early. Breezy's just kind of all over.
Maybe
the place
it's
with
maybe
their
it's a
time script,
Saturday
and I-
morning show. You know.
Lord knows I don't have time. We're
Saturday
all on different
Saturday
schedules.
morning with the ladies of Lego.
Breezy and I could do
Yeah,
evenings,
that would.
Kim would be falling asleep at the table.
Well, that's why mornings. That
Breezy said she doesn't function until like 9 a.m.
Challenge everyone to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Doug.
Yep. The
Doug,
ladies of
what
Lego.
is your favorite Lego theme to build? We usually ask everybody that's new to the channel.
A lot of new people tonight, and we've been loving it.
Odelay wants to get Streamlabs too. Oh man, if you wanted to host like a big community Benny build, that would be sweet, Odelay.
Odelay's saying streaming us with us solo is just not doing it for him anymore.
Yeah. Sorry guys, just streaming with one guest at a time. It's just not doing it for me, guys. I gotta get Streamlabs. We gotta get some 18 people streams going.
Yeah, Ink Boy said his name's Jonathan, but some people call him Johnny or John.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because my dad his name was John, and he grew up being called Johnny. Everybody that knew him growing up called him Johnny.
Were you a John Jr.?
Yeah, were you? Did anybody ever call you Junior?
No, dude. I used to joke and tell people I didn't even know my first name was John until I was about 13. No, I've always went by Kevin, my middle name. The only time I've ever been John is when I got to sign something, or like the Army, you got to put your full name and stuff. But I've always went by Kevin. All those years at the post office, there was one guy, a friend of mine, that used to call me John. He used to call me John Boy all the time.
Night, John Boy.
Night, John Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mornings would mean I would never get to watch it live, Dustin said.
Well, Breezy doesn't do mornings.
John,
I can get up
Johnny.
at 6 and function really well. Kim can get up at like 4 and function really well. Breezy's not until like 9 a.m. and had some coffee. Yeah. So it'd have to be a late Sunday morning stream.
Night, Odelay. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Yeah, we'll get a hold of you tomorrow, bud.
Have a good day at work tomorrow.
Night, John
Thanks,
Boy.
Odelay. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, appreciate it, dude. We could live without the John Boy. I knew I messed up when I said that, but
yeah, you did.
You actually last night on Brick Therapy stream, that came up about he was talking about the Waltons. He said something about the Waltons. And I guess somebody was talking about different sets you could build or whatever. And I said, yeah, the Waltons house is actually that is probably 25 minutes away from my house, where the family that actually I think their real names was the Elktons or something like that. But the family that it was based off of is right outside of Charlottesville in what's called Schuyler, Virginia. And Yeah, it's real close to me. I've been up to it, and the house is about a third of the size of the Walton house from the TV show. It's a tiny little two-story,
Hmm.
and you look at it, you go, "How did they fit all them people in that one little house, man?"
My mom loved that show when we were growing up. I watched it all the time.
The little ranch house that my dad grew up in with 8 brothers and sisters is like that. It's like, I mean, after the additions that they did when my dad was already moved out of the house in high school and everything, it was still the tiniest little house. I'm like, you grew up here with grandma and grandpa and all 8 of my aunts and uncles? Like, no way.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, it's crazy.
narcolepsy, and I wake up at random times at night, but normally I wake up at either 7 or 10 a.m. I can be functional at 6 a.m. if I don't go to sleep. That's what it says.
Royal just doesn't understand, like,
Oh, Ink Boy says also, John, what's your favorite Lego set theme?
Yeah, like most people know, I love my modulars first. I'm about the modulars, but of course I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I like the Harry Potter and Star Wars fan, so I got Star Wars stuff too. But my number one thing is modulars. I like structures, I like buildings, things like that.
there's just some fun things that they do with them. It's not always the same build, even though it's the same shape. They do some fun things with modulars to make them each different, I think.
Yeah,
Well, when we
and I'm
first got into Lego, well, I mean, I played with it as a kid, and Pirate Theme was like my favorite. But when we kind of got into it as adults, we were just going to do Harry Potter. But
I
we
knew that would
realized
last.
pretty
There's not
quick,
enough.
like, there's just way too much other awesome stuff out there other than Harry Potter.
Well, and Harry Potter does so many of the same thing over and over and over and over. You can only build the castle so many times before you're like, I need something different. People would
yeah.
walk in and there'd be just 18 castles in the house.
That's actually kind of funny. So, joke of the day: what do you call a dog with no legs? You can call him all you want; he's not gonna come.
Yeah. I read that before you saw it. Yeah, that was pretty good. Kathy said medicine biscuit.
He got his medicine biscuit. Thank you, Kathy.
That triggered the need to go out.
Yeah, and then Kathy reminded me that I had to let him back in too.
Yeah.
He was fine. He's pretty content chilling out on the porch a lot of the time.
Especially when he's full fur.
Well, and if the sun comes out, he loves it. He's like, "Oh, can I just please just bask in the sunshine?"
As long as we tether him
it
out so
just
he
feels
can't
so
just take
good on the
himself for
fur.
walks around the neighborhood, he's usually pretty self-sufficient out there.
Yeah. Yeah, my dog
Also, I can
Maverick, he was like that. He loved to go out and lay in the sun. And it'd be so hot, and he would lay out there, and after about 10 minutes, he's burning up, and he had to come in, and he would plop on the wood floors where it was nice and cool. And then
Really
when he
a go
cooled off,
between like the
he
sun and
wanted
the
to go back
shade.
out again. Yeah,
He'd
he
be laying
loved
out
that.
there in full sun, and the next thing you know, you look out there and he's not there anymore, and he's over there under the shade of the awning.
Ink Boy is a day one Ninjago and Harry Potter fan, and also likes the Star Wars and Disney theme sets. Ink Boy, you're subscribed to Odelay, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen you over on Odelay's channel. If you're big into Ninjago, he is our resident Ninjago legend. Also, the big Disney castle just retired this year. Did you manage to get that one before it retired, Ink Boy? Brick Street Stories. I did not see that one, JDW.
Madeline, welcome in. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
Kathy
subscribe for
said,
no reason. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We hope you liked it and stick around though. Appreciate you.
Kathy said it was 80 degrees here today. I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
it's same here. It was, well, I don't know if it actually reached 80, but it was pretty close.
You're saying
And I
when we
know
fly
that,
to the East Coast in April, we need to bring
shorts.
somewhere.
Bring shorts.
yeah, well, and they're calling for 80s. I'm wearing shorts now, dude. What are you talking about?
Higher
I've been wearing,
elevation here got some snow, but we didn't get any snow down in town today. 35 likes.
We
Thank
were
you
supposed
guys.
to get snow, but apparently The forecast didn't get the memo.
Kathy said 35 likes.
I saw that.
Mine's only showing 34, but I think
we'll get Dustin.
I think mine was behind earlier too.
Mine
Sheldon's
never.
back. Hey, Sheldon.
Mine never updates without a.
We gotta make a sig fig for Sheldon.
Do they make them that tall?
We'll have to get like the Mr. Fantastic legs from Fantastic Four. They're like the extra tall.
My cousin is severely tall.
Sheldon's the one. He rode his motorcycle through Yellowstone, and I don't know if I told you about this when I was mentioning how smart ravens are, but he got back to his motorcycle and all the stuff from his saddlebags was like all over the ground. And the guy next to him's like, "Yeah, a raven got into your bag."
I got a video.
He's like, he unzipped your bags and just started going through your stuff. And he's like, "I recorded the whole thing." And it's like,
you couldn't
have stopped him? Like,
yeah, I'm from the days before cell phones, and we actually did stuff. Like
that would have been kind of cool to see, though. I mean,
I'd have loved to see it, but it's like, stop the raven. Okay, it was funny for a second, but he's actually pulling stuff out.
Make it sound like I have a disease.
No, but trying to give you a hug, I'm like, bye.
Bye, Sheldon. Love you, buddy.
My God, how tall is he?
Oh, he's got to be 6'5", 6'6", isn't he?
6 something.
I don't even want to say.
I don't know if I've ever been told how tall he is. I just know he's tall.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, yeah, he's taller than me, but that's not giant. But what are y'all about, 5'6"?
I'm 5'7". Thank you.
Know how to push them buttons.
If you're over 6 feet tall, you are tall to me.
Yeah.
He's 6'6".
Oh yeah, so yeah,
I'm about 5'6", so he's like a foot on me.
Kathy used to ride a motorcycle. Really? Kathy used to ride a motorcycle. What kind? Oh, what's Sheldon's bike has 2 wheels on the front, but it's not like a trike or like a reverse trike, like a slingshot. They're like really close together.
Doug's 5'9".
Words are hard.
Kim and her husband, she's 6'2" and he's 6'3", so they're very tall.
We were just talking about. You said you Harley. You used to have a Harley, right?
Yeah, I had a '93 Hugger, which is a 883 Sportster, and the reason it was called a Hugger is because it was a lowered version of the Sportster. It sat down really low. Yeah, that was a nice little bike, man. And I did mods to it. Like I had some really cool custom wheels on it and king and queen seat and all that. Yeah.
Sheldon's bike is a Yamaha Nikon. If you ever want to check it out, it's a pretty cool looking bike. And he lives right there in the Black Hills in South Dakota, so he's got some of that premium motorcycle riding country.
I watched the '92 Disney Aladdin movie the other day, and I was like, Lord, it feels different knowing Robin Williams isn't with us anymore. Absolutely.
Kathy had a 2000 Indian Chief. My aunt has an Indian. She really likes it.
Isn't that the one you sold?
No, that was a Honda Shadow.
Oh.
Yeah, Dustin said he's 5'10" according to the last Army measurement. Probably the last time I got measured was in the Army, and I was 6'1" ¾
So
barefoot.
I was checking in a patient, and she was there with her dad, who has clearly shrunk in his old age. And so he's putting on his paperwork, and I asked how tall he was because we needed to know for medication purposes. And he lists off this 5'9" or something like that. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me, and we're both like, and that used to be probably what he measured at, but he's probably like 4 or 5 inches shorter by now because he's in his 90s.
Say that the arch falls out of your feet a little bit, and
and you
your
just
spine compresses.
and you just get shorter.
You get a little shorter as
So
you get
her and I
older.
are both eyeballing each other and both trying not to laugh hysterically because I looked at her and I was like, "How tall are you?" And she's like, but the look she gave her dad was
says
just
he's 5 feet
hilarious.
18 inches.
Yeah.
The look she gave her dad, I was just like,
That
Yeah,
Indian was Kathy's dad's motorcycle. Oh, that's
I
cool. Your
forgot
dad
about
taught you
that.
how to ride, Kathy. Did you learn how to ride on your own, or did your dad teach you, John?
Oh, my own, yeah. My dad, he never
Well,
messed with
you said he was a
motorcycles.
heck of a driver, like on a truck, right?
Oh yeah,
Driving truck.
my dad was a truck driver. He started driving a truck for a living when he was 15 and didn't even have a driver's license yet.
We're in Flamingo.
My dad could back a tractor trailer up better than most people can drive straight forward. I've never seen anybody could drive like my dad.
I feel like Flamingo was summoned. We were talking about flamingos not that long ago.
Oh, you just rode with your dad. Do you guys still have your dad's bike, Kathy? Or did you guys end up having to sell it? How are
you in
fake life? Well, in fake life, he's actually a 9 foot tall Navi, a blue avatar.
Yeah,
37
Dustin said he used to be 6 foot, but he's closer to 5'10". And that reminds me, I did get measured, what was it, about a
His
year
back
ago
sounds like gravel.
at the doctor's office, and they said I was like 5'11". And I looked at him like, you out your mind, 5'11". I know I'm over 6 foot.
It's like,
I'm like, but
he tries to tell people he's 5'9" all day, and I was like, no, you aren't.
well, I mean, I
What do
truly
you call a
was.
cow with no legs?
I truly was over 6'1", like when I went in the army. But I was 165 pounds back then too, and I think all this weight's pulling me down, man. I'm shrinking.
My dad always likes to tell me he's got his figure out where he can keep an eye on it.
Oh, it's the bike's over at Kathy's dad's house, or at her cousin's house. Her dad's bike is over at her cousin's house, as far as she knows.
Ooh, Kathy's 4'11". She's a tiny little thing.
She sent Brandy a picture of her in her new dress the other day, and I it was kind of hard to tell from a picture, but I got the impression Kathy wasn't real tall. But I'm a little shorty McGordy, so
yeah, 4'11". That's
my mom.
Tommy said gravity hits us all.
my mom, she hemmed up some jeans for him, and he told her what the inseam was, and
well, I pinned him up where I needed him. And then she's like, "Oh, there's no way he needs them hemmed this much."
And he did.
Dustin's within 20 pounds of what he weighed in high school.
Dude, Dustin, count yourself lucky, brother.
Right?
Man,
I am not within 20 pounds of what I weighed in high school.
I think I was 162 from about 10th grade of high school. I went in the Army, came out of the Army. I was 165 after 4 years. And then I went up to 175 because I was working construction before I got hired on the post office. And I mean, I went
You were a
175
combat
for years.
engineer in the Army, right?
Yeah, I was a combat engineer. Did construction and demolition.
Frost?
Yeah. Used to build stuff and blow stuff up, man.
When you were telling me about the bridges that you guys used to build, that sounded like those would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
To set those up and then take one down.
Yeah, if you watch any of these
Ink Boy, my favorite movie is The Goonies. Hers is probably The Princess Bride. Yeah? Yeah. What's your favorite movie, John?
Ooh. A couple.
Like, that sounded like nobody's asked me that for a minute.
I'd say maybe about top 3 would be like Sergeant York.
It was buried. I can find it.
Excalibur, and probably Tales of Robin Hood from 1938 with Errol Flynn. But you know Sergeant York, right?
I don't. I was just about to say I don't know that I've seen any of those three.
Oh God, Sergeant York is a true story from World War One. Actually, it was Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper played the part, and
Doug
thank you,
says
Ink Boy.
thank you guys all for your service. That's to you too, Dustin. You must have just read Ink Boy's comment.
Yeah.
This is a compliment.
This is a compliment.
Ford built tough. Hey, I'll take
well, that's
that
funny
job.
because John's a Ford guy too, Ink Boy.
Yep. Got a F-150 in the driveway, baby. with the 5.0, and she will rock, man.
Thanks for tuning in, JDW. It was great having you. Have a good night. Take care.
Yeah, Sergeant
York is a great classic movie, Dustin says.
Oh yeah. He grew up in the hills of Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically he didn't want to go into the army because of religion, conscientious objector. Well, but then he did go to war, and he didn't really want to kill people. And World War One was a lot of trench warfare, and it was pretty ugly. He captured by himself several hundred German soldiers, and very decorated and everything like that. It's a really good movie. It's old black and white, but you can still find it, and they play it on TV every once in a while. In fact, I think it was on just the other day.
Are we doing another one, or are we calling that a night?
About 96 minutes in.
Probably call that. We could BS with John for a little bit longer. I don't know if I want to open up into another bag yet, though. Huh.
But
So it's a black and white movie, though?
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah, I can't believe you've never seen Robin Hood with Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn was the dude. You know who Errol Flynn is, right?
I'm not sure if I do.
Oh man, Errol Flynn was the dude back in the day, man. He
Welcome,
was
Fall Out Boy. Hey, Jessica.
the old Hollywood. Had the thin little mustache. He was that good-looking swashbuckler. He did the swashbuckling pirate stuff, and he did Robin Hood, and he did so many movies back in the day.
Tommy knows exactly which one. He said it was a really good movie.
Yeah, that's the classic Robin Hood. Love that. And then of course, if you like knights and castles and stuff, God, what was it made in the 80s? Excalibur?
Get Smart wasn't a movie. Get Smart was a TV show, wasn't it? Doug?
I don't think I've ever seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, they did make a Get Smart movie.
Oh, did they make a movie?
They did. Yeah, it had the guy from The Office. What's the goofball that was the boss in The Office? He played at it in it, and it actually was pretty funny. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the girl's name that played in with him.
82nd all the way. I think we got enough for 40, didn't we? Yeah,
Errol Flynn did a bunch of pirate movies and stuff too. Errol Flynn was that guy in the classic old movies, sword fighting, get the girl, because he was that good looking dude, and he had that little smile.
Like classic Zorro in my head for some reason.
Oh yeah, he made Zorro look like a punk. No,
Did you ever speaking of like the one you were talking about, Sergeant York, was that it?
Yeah. Gary Cooper.
As far as war movies that were like kind of historically based, did you ever see Enemy at the Gate with Jude Law?
Oh yeah, excellent movie.
Is that Edward Norton? Is that the German sniper in that movie?
Oh no,
or Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, man.
There we go.
Ed Harris was very good in that. Yeah, that was a real interesting thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that like the Russia back then, um, they would send in men where one guy had a rifle, no
Yeah,
bullets.
one guy had ammunition.
One guy had ammunition, and they would stand behind them. And if you turned around, they would shoot their own people. They
Yeah.
would send them into gunfire, and they charge across. And the whole thinking was they couldn't supply with enough stuff. It's like, trust me, there'll be guns laying around, and there'll be ammo laying around.
Yeah.
And if you've only got a rifle and no bullets, you're going to scrounge and grab stuff, and if you got bullets and no gun, you're going to grab a gun with
Yeah.
And theirs really was the war of attrition.
Did you figure out how to get payments set up?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't played with it for a little while.
Do you want to? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sending that link to Brandy, she's still meaning to try to get that set up. But that's awesome. You got that set up, Logan. That's really cool.
My favorite movie around Halloween is Practical Magic.
But yeah, no, that rifle that he uses in that movie, that's the old Mosin Nagant with the sniper rifle on it. That's shoot, I actually have one of those. Those are military surplus. There was a time, not the version that had the scope on it, but just the standard Mosin Nagant. I think you could get one of those for about $70 back in the day.
Yeah, back when I was younger, yeah, you could buy a lot of that kind of stuff cheap. But yeah, have you never seen Excalibur?
I don't think I ever saw that one either. Tommy's saying how good that one was as well. He said April 10th, 1981 was when Excalibur was made.
What year was it?
He said April 10th, 1981 was when Excalibur was made.
That sounds about right.
Just right before I was born. I should have probably seen that one, but I never did.
I'm trying to think
bits and pieces of it actually. Now that I think of it, I just
like I said, if you know the story of the sword Excalibur and King Arthur and stuff, I mean that's what it's about. And the blonde chick that played Morgana, she's an old actress now, British actress. God, I can't think of her name. She's really popular and played in tons of stuff. Did you ever see the movie Red with gosh, I'm gonna draw a blank on names now all of a sudden. With he's sick now. He's like got dementia really bad. We were just talking about Bruce Willis, and where he's like an ex CIA agent and stuff. And she plays
that one, no.
Well, she plays as in that with him as a
super chats
as a weapons expert, sharpshooter. I can't think of her name, but like I said, she's a British actress, blonde-haired lady. She's old now, but she's still a nice-looking lady. But she played as Morgana in that movie, and she was the evil like witch thing in it. But oh my God, if you saw her back then, you talking about smoking? She was beautiful, man.
Dustin says, John, didn't they want Errol Flynn to do a Zorro movie back in the day?
They probably did. I mean, if you ever see anything made like that's places the time frame, the time frame like back then, like did you ever see the movie The Rocketeer?
Yes, I loved that one.
Well, you remember the bad guy in it who was the actor, and and he was doing the sword fighting scenes and stuff in the movies and stuff.
Logan, have a great night.
That basically was Errol Flynn. That was kind of like them copying Errol Flynn. He was
okay.
Yeah.
The
Errol Flynn.
Elvira, oh my lord, she was attractive.
Elvira.
Elvira.
Well, are we ready to close out the stream for the evening?
Sure.
Helen Mirren is the actress. Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Dustin just put Helen Mirren. Yep. If you, it's a great King Arthur movie, and you will recognize some faces in there too. But Helen Mirren was in that, and oh my God, she was beautiful back then. Yeah. Yeah, it's very if you like King Arthur and stuff, that's the flick, man.
Ink Boy, it was
But
great
anyway.
having you guys in
Thanks
too.
for stopping in, Ink Boy. It was great having you as well. I think we're getting ready to close out the show during Helen Mirren Morgana. You have a blessed night as well, Doug. Thank you.
Come on, man.
John,
It's only
thank
11.
you very much for joining us. I think all in all, I think this was a pretty awesome first live stream for you, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I had fun. I had
a great time too, man.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's only 11:30. I'm just getting cranked up,
I'm
dude.
just getting started. I'm not even ready to go start modding for rip therapy for another hour.
Yeah, we could go for hours,
Pick up on a
dude.
phone call though. You guys can chit chat.
We can, yeah. I'll give you a call here after the
Okay.
stream's done.
Anyway, I'm Brandy.
And I'm Royal, and we are Brick Together, joined by our friend John. Remember, take care of yourselves.
Take care of each other.
And life's better when you brick together.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, everybody.
Next live stream is Sunday, if not
Sunday with Odelay, building the upscaled minifig. So have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Good night, everybody.